AVAcad is a central component of the AVA project detailing and estimating system. It's a powerful and convenient drawing tool that enables users with little or no CAD experience to easily create architectural opening elevations. AVAcad is equipped with a variety of features designed to make the process of creating elevations as simple and efficient as possible. This video contains a series of pro tips that can make the process even easier. The AVAcad stick tool is used to create frame sections within opening elevations. When sticks are drawn, the endpoints are identified with nodes that show up in blue to indicate points at which sticks are connected or can be connected to. When drawing a new stick component, there's no need to be concerned with how the connective joints are formed. AVAcad takes care of that automatically. All one needs to do is begin drawing on a highlighted node, and the correct joint is automatically created. There's also no need for exact precision when drawing components. As long as the end node is highlighted, the new component will be correctly snapped into alignment with the existing elevation. The end nodes help in other ways as well. To make the process of free-form drawing easier, the nodes are lit in red when a mouse cursor is positioned anywhere over them. There's no need to hit an endpoint exactly, only the node itself. They also highlight in green when the cursor is aligned with them, either horizontally or vertically. This is particularly useful when wanting to draw a section that aligns perfectly with an existing component in an elevation. As a stick is being drawn, adjacent nodes light up in green to indicate when the cursor is aligned with them. Releasing the drawing tool at this moment will result in a component that is perfectly aligned to the highlighted node. The nodes can also be increased in size to make the endpoints even easier to adjoin or align to. The size of the nodes can be adjusted through the AVAcad Preferences dialog. This is particularly useful for novice users or simply to accelerate the drawing process. The size of dimensional nodes can also be adjusted, making the process of adding dimensions to elevations even faster. Once again, this setting is found in the AVAcad Preferences dialog and allows users to increase the size of nodes used to place dimensional lines. When elevations are created in AVAcad, a number of important details are automatically taken care of by the software. Most notably, the manner in which individual frame sections are joined together. Each time two pieces of frame material join together or intersect, there are multiple ways in which the resulting joint can be formed. AVAcad automatically selects the appropriate one based on standard industry practices and manufacturing preferences set forth by individual manufacturers. For example, corner joints are typically mitered, while center joints and intersections require either the vertical or horizontal section to be cut and notched to fit with the other. The Node Edit tool allows users to override the choice made by AVAcad in respect to what type of joint is used. Clicking on any node will cause the current joint to be highlighted, and the list of all possible alternatives is offered. In the case of this corner joint, the user has a choice of a miter or of notching with the vertical or horizontal section. At center joints, the only choice offered would be to notch one component or another. When an alternative joint is selected, AVAcad automatically reconfigures the drawing. This choice will also be reflected on the material generated from the elevation. Dimensional nodes are also affected by the type of joint being used. In the case of the mitered corner, a dimensional node is offered at both ends of the joint itself. Similarly, dimensional nodes at center joints are at the end points of each section. It's for this reason that it's preferable to determine an elevation's joint configuration prior to positioning dimensions. However, it's not essential to do so, as AVAcad will automatically update dimensions when they're affected by the changes to any of the joints. The final step in creating an elevation is correctly sizing the various components. It's far easier and more efficient to complete an elevation and size it afterwards than attempt to draw each individual component to its required size at the same time. Once the dimensions are in place, it's a simple matter to move frame components as required. The grab and drag tool allows users to grab onto any individual piece and drag it into position. AVAcad recognizes the connections between adjacent components and adjusts those as is necessary, all the while updating the various dimensions. Even doors and glass lights that have been placed into the frame are automatically resized as the frame sections are moved. The quickest way to accurately resize the frame components is to do so using the dimensions themselves. After clicking on a given dimension, the actual length can be modified at the bottom of the elevation. AVAcad will automatically resize the frame to correspond with the new dimensional value. Since AVAcad resizes the frame by moving the nodes to right and downwards, the most effective means in which to resize the entire frame is to move from left to right and from top to bottom until all the dimensions are sized correctly.